viewers all over the world. I remain Star Lumaj. Today we are doing the subject physics. Physics. So today I will start with the introduction to physics. Yeah, when I was to introduce chemistry, then I could still remember really that I spoke about GSS3 in Nigeria. We call it GSS3, your junior secondary school where they introduced you to basic science. Then during our days, we used to call it integrated science. By the time you go to higher class, they will tell you that the basic science is divided into biology, physics, chemistry. I said when you're talking about the reactions of matters, you are talking about what? Chemistry. But the study of all these matters, their movement, that one is what? Physics. So today I want to introduce us to what physics is all about. Like I said, I showed us there in that chemistry class that when you look at this, you call this one to be a marker. That's what a physicist we call it. A physicist can tell us the dimension of this marker. But as a chemist, the chemist is interested in the chemical composition of these marker. So we were talking about matter, motion, movement of particles under physics. And before I will start talking about physics, I would like to talk about the fathers of physics. Number one, you would have heard about Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei. Two, you would have heard about Sir Isaac Newton. I love this guy so much. Sir Isaac Newton. The other person is Albert Einstein. So these scientists contributed a lot to science in general, especially physics. So we are not talking about the father of physics. We talk about what? Galileo Galilei. He worked a lot, so much about the relativity in physics. You know, physics has about seven branches. I will tell us in a very short while. Why Sir Isaac Newton? He works so much on motion, works so much on gravity. No, I will still get there where we'll be discussing everything in full. Then we have about Einstein. You know, the bulb you are using today was worked upon by Albert Einstein. So these are great men. They are all dead now, but their words are still speaking. The same way as a student or as a teacher, as you are watching this, you have not gotten to your end. You have not going to your limit. Even myself that I'm teaching you, I'm still carrying out a whole lot of what they call it reactions to see that what will I get at the end so that I can put my name in the sand of time. So the same way, these people did their own in the past. We can still do more. We have internet that has made things to be very interesting, very easy now. If I need a sample in Nigeria, I can easily connect somebody. Maybe the sample is available, or the substance is available in Kenya. I can easily get it across or form a network with other scientists where we can work together on a particular substance or compound so that at least we can also derive or generate another product that generations to come will also remember Sir Lumaj. Like the way I'm doing now, Sir Lumaj is also a scientist. He puts his name in the start of time, like Galileo Galilei discovered something, Sir Isaac Newton discovered something, Albert Einstein discovered something. The same way, I manufacture some products. Maybe by the time I start doing practicals, I'll be telling you some of the products I did personally as a scientist. So just follow me. The physics class is going to be very interesting. I'll make it so simple. The way I made my the chemistry class so what do you call it? Interesting. English class so interesting. Mathematics so interesting. The same way our physics is going to be made so simple. Just follow my class. If you have not subscribed, please try and subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, I pray God will honor you wherever you are in the globe. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. So let's go back to our class. So let's now go to the branches of physics. So the branches of physics, we have about 7 branches. So I will now pick them one by one to lecture. Number one, I have optics. Number two, I have electromagnetism. So number three, I have relativity. So number four, and like I told you, I'm going to explain each of these one by one. One by one. Please don't mix my class, my physics class. Please don't mix it for anything. I will explain optics, pieces it. Electromagnetism, I'll pieces it for you. The same thing. Relativity, I'm going to pieces it. Thermodynamics, thermodynamics. We have number five. We have uh, uh, quantum physics. Quantum physics. Number six. We have quantum physics. We have mechanics. We have mechanics. And number seven, we have acoustic. We have acoustic. So I'm going to pick each of these branches and do justice to it. I'll pick mechanics, destroy mechanics for you. I'm going to explain everything to the smallest. So please don't mix my class. Thermodynamics, oh, very interested. The first law of thermodynamics, second law. I'm going to do justice to everything. So even if you're in your 100 level, this is another great opportunity. Maybe you're in your engineering, you are in your medicine, pharmacy, um, any of the sciences. Another opportunity for you to fill in the lost ground, to fill in the gaps, those things that you have missed while you were in your secondary school. You can still fill in the gaps in these topics I want to teach. So that by the time you pick up your mathematics, it's going to be very easy for you. Pick up your chemistry or physics in your 100 level in anywhere you are in Africa as a student, a university student, you are going to excel. Forget about it, you are going to excel. Please just follow my teachings one after the other. So this is introduction to physics. I wouldn't want to take much of our time. This is just the introduction. It's just like mathematics. When you're talking about the father of mathematics, you talk about Archimedes. So just like that, you also have Archimedes here, where you are talking about the floating of object, where it says a body, when a body, when you drop something, let's say it's a floating object or a object that does not even float. When you drop it inside water, he said, where that object you have dropped, he said, when the body is wholly or partially immersed in the fluid, it experiences an upthrust, which is equal to the water displaced. That is Archimedes' principle. We still get there. I'm just stating it. We have a whole lot of laws you are going to be dealing with in your physics. And these laws are very simple. You don't need to cram. By the time you read it over and over, you know how to derive it. Okay, the way I just stated the Archimedes principle, the same I will state Boyle's law, Charles' law, Hooke's law, any of the law, even going to chemistry, Avogadro's law, any of those laws, no need for you to cram anything. Just like Michael Faraday. You have Faraday in electricity, that is physics. You have Faraday in your chemistry, where you're talking about electrolysis. The same way, you don't cram anything. Just follow the principle. Once you know how to derive it, I tell you, anywhere, any day. These laws I'm talking about, I've learned it for many years. But wake me up, I will state all the laws in physics. I will state all the laws in chemistry. I didn't cram it. I read it. I understood it. The same way, I want you to also read it to understand. Please. So in our next class, we are going to start physics in full. I've given all the branches. I've told us the fathers of physics. I mentioned Galileo Galilei. I mentioned about Einstein. I mentioned Sir Isaac Newton. So the work they all contribute or they all did in physics, we are going to bring everything to light. We are going to discuss it, and you see that, oh, so this physics, oh, Oh, so this is how simple physics. Yes, physics is very simple. Just follow my lecture, and I tell you, you will not regret. If you are not subscribed, please try and subscribe to my channel. Please, I'm begging you, subscribe to my channel. Knowledge is a very great property that anywhere, any day, it will always be relevant. Please subscribe to my channel. I remain Salumaj, your facilitator. Meet you in my next class. God bless you.